factor, fibrillin, in Marfan. And what about in Ehlers-Danlos syndrome? In Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, they have two flexible skin. They have two flexible skin. They have two flexible skin. Sometimes we have mutation in gene which code receptors such as familial hypercholesterolemia and mutation in genes that coding protein channels such as cystic fibrosis. Diseases caused by mutation in gene which produce enzyme such as phenylketonuria, galactosemia, lysosomal storage disease, and glycogen storage diseases. Okay, Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. What is the problem in this patient? What is the problem in these patients? Flexible and elastic skin. There is impaired in synthesis of collagen. Collagen is distributed in whole our body, in all parts of our body. It can cause Ehlers-Danlos syndrome or osteogenesis imperfecta or epidermolysis bullosa. But here we talk about Ehlers-Danlos. In Ehlers-Danlos, which can be autosomal dominant or autosomal recessive when the enzyme is affected. So, because we have so many different collagen in our body, we have more than 30 types of collagen in our body. According to the collagen, the type of collagen that affected, we have a different phenotype, different types of Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. 6 clinical variants are the main variants of Ehlers-Danlos syndrome in 6 types. Most of the collagen located in skin, in ligaments, and in joints. In Ehlers-Danlos, they have so flexible joints. They have so flexible joints. Who can do this 2 finger or this? No Ehlers-Danlos? No, that's no. Not just at the tip. You have to do it. Huh? Yes, we find one Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. Can you do this? No? So, it was not. They have flexible joints. They have stretchable skin. And this skin is prone for tearing. Okay? They are prone for tearing. Sometimes a very important organs rupture in Ehlers-Danlos. For example, they have rupture in colon and in large arteries such as aorta. Sometimes they have a rupture in the retina and in the cornea. So these are very important complications. in Ehlers-Danlos. In vascular type of Ehlers-Danlos, there is a deficiency in synthesis of collagen 3. They have more of the problem in the vessels and in intestinal system, which they are too prone for rupture. In kyphoscoliotic type, which is autosomal recessive, the previous one was autosomal dominant. The kyphoscoliotic type is autosomal recessive because there is affected enzyme is lysyl hydroxylase. Most of them, not all of them, have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. Disease because of mutation in receptor. An example is familial hypercholesterolemia. Familial hypercholesterolemia. When you sit in your clinic, you may visit a child with myocardial infarction, with stroke. You know, myocardial infarction is a disease for elderly, not for a child. But in familial hypercholesterolemia, they have increased level of cholesterol in the blood, so they are too susceptible for stroke. This cholesterol will accumulate inside the vessel's wall. We call it atherosclerosis. It will collect in skin. We call it when it's around the eye. When it's around the eye, we call it xanthelasma. Xanthelasma. Xanthelas. Xanthelasma. And when it's in another part of the skin, we call it xanthoma. Or inside the body, around the joint, the accumulation of cholesterol, we call it xanthoma. And you can see the yellow color because of the lipid that accumulate inside these areas. Okay. Cholesterol come inside our body by diet. Go to intestine, produce chylomicron go inside the vessels. The free fatty acid released by lipoprotein lipase, which is present in endothelial cells. So on another side, we have chylomicron micron remnant. This chylomicron remnant attached to LDL receptor, which mainly is located on hepatocytes in liver. The cells in liver we call hepatocytes. On another side, endogenous pathway, the liver will excrete VLDL, very low density lipoprotein. Go inside the vessels, lipoprotein lipase, release free fatty acid. On the other side, we have intermediate density lipoprotein, which has cholesterol. IDL can directly attach to LDL receptor or convert to LDL, low density lipoprotein, and again attach to LDL receptor, go inside the liver, go inside, secrete inside the bile, or use for the energy that cell needing. liver cells or hepatocytes. Liver cells or hepatocytes. In one side, we have LDL receptor. On the other side, in endogenous pathway, very dense, low density lipoprotein, which is full of triglycerides, yes? But the cholesterol is lower. This VLDL pass through the vessels by lipoprotein lipase, free fatty acid go to the cells. And on the other side, we have intermediate density lipoprotein which have higher level of cholesterol, convert to LDL, go and attach to LDL receptor, or IDL directly attached to LDL receptor, go inside the cell. LDL receptors mainly located on hepatocytes, the cells of liver. But also LDL receptors are present on fibroblasts, lymphocytes, and also smooth muscles. Can you explain this for me? LDL receptor. LDL receptor. Study this for tomorrow and explain it tomorrow for me, okay, for the class, okay? This pathway. LDL receptor, clustering, endosome, lysosome, MPC1 and MPC2, free cholesterol, ester, and effect on HMG-CoA reductase. Also, we have some types of LDL receptors, modified LDL receptors on monocytes that engulf cholesterol and become full of lipid, full of cholesterol. Their cytoplasm become bubbly, become foamy. These histiocytes, these macrophages go and deposit inside the vessels. And this will cause atherosclerosis, which will increase the chance of myocardial infarction. Cystic fibrosis. Tomorrow we will talk about cystic fibrosis. I will see you tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. In Persian, in Farsi, we said خسته نباشین. تارا خسته نباشین به عربی چی میشه؟ ها؟ چی؟ با لهجه نگو. چی میشه؟ یکم به فارسی تر بگو. لهجهش سخته.